we're using the same verb, estar. We're using the same verb, estar. So that's not going to change, all right? Estar, okay? Estar, all right? Estar, now what are we adding to that? What does the text tell us we're adding to that?
Still.
Present.
Present participle. Yes. Present participle. Okay? We have participles. We have a present participle, a past participle. We'll talk about that later on, but for now, the present participle. Okay? It's just a piece of speech. That's all it is, like we have infinitives, and we have verbs and adjectives and nouns. This is a participle. Okay? And this participle in English happens to end in ing. And the ing translates into Spanish as an A-N-D-O or an I-E-N-D-O. And I think I've assigned on the homework, yes. I sent an email out on the homework. I said if you had so many points, was it 85?
Didn't see that.
85 points?
No.
Didn't see that.
Didn't see that?
There was no email about that.
No email about...
Not for our class.
Oh, beans. Okay, maybe I've got to correct it then. Okay, because I posted the dates on the. Did you get the email on the dates? I posted the dates.
The only last email I got was just
That the test scores were up.
Those grades are posted. Okay, well, I put the dates up. Okay, and the dates are next to, when you look at the frame, it's at the top. There's a couple little sections, and there's a practice. Practice is what you've been doing most of the time, yes? In addition to the tutorials. Okay. If you have a B in the class, there's no need to do the tutorials. But if you don't have a B, okay, you have a C or a D or whatever, yes, do the tutorials. It's mandatory that you do the tutorials in the online platform for Portales. Okay? And I'll check and see. I thought it. What's that? Yeah, those freaking tutorials.
Shows you the part you type.
They are so long.
Yeah. And you don't have to do the cartoons, tutorials, okay? Because I explain it in class, okay? I explain it in class. Sometimes it's more difficult to understand than to see this little cartoon character do it, okay? So I just say, if you have a B in the class, an A in the class, okay, you don't have to do the tutorials. But if you don't, all right, do the tutorials. Yes, because there's something missing, all right, and it shows up on your tests, okay? Because I want everybody to get a B, all right? Okay, so we have estar. That's the same verb to be, okay? I am, you are, he, she, it is. What is that? Estoy, right? Estoy what?
Estás.
Estás, okay? Estás, what? Está, okay? And then estamos, right?
Estamos.
And finally, okay, están, all right? So, well, what's the difference between the present progressive, okay? This, for example, let's take a verb. Give me an AR verb, because the AR verbs, okay, you're going to take off that AR and add ANDO, which is the English equivalent of the ING, okay? And for the IR verbs, you're going to take off the ER or the IR and add IENDO, again the equivalent of the ING. Well, we learned what? I'm working, okay? What is I'm working, okay? We saw that as what? Trabajo. I'm working, okay? You are fishing. Do you know you are fishing? Do you know fish?
Pescar.
Okay, so you can say pesco, sí, pesco, sí, pesco, pescar, all right, pescar, all right. If I said she is, give me a verb. She is what?
Correr.
She is running, okay? Corre, she's running, okay? She runs, she does run, she is running, okay? I work, I do work, I am working. We identified the simple present tense. The simple present tense, okay, as I work, I do work, I am working. All of those. The is, are, okay? The is, oh, that doesn't look good, okay? The is, the are, the am, okay? The am, the do, okay? The does. All of those auxiliary verbs fit into the present tense, okay? They all fit into the present tense. Now we come into the present progressive tense. Doesn't mean you're a Democrat, okay? It just means simply it's an ongoing action. That's why it's a progressive. Progressive, yes? Okay? So when we estoy, I'm working, you say estoy what? Trabajo. And it's an AR verb, so what? ANDO. Trabajando, estoy trabajando, okay? I call up Freddy, okay? Señor Richie, no, estoy trabajando. Estoy trabajando. I'm what? Working. I'm working right at that very moment. He's emphasizing the fact that that action is going on right then. Right then. He could say, Señor Richie, no, trabajo. He could say, trabajo, and imply, I'm working. But to emphasize the fact that it's going on right now, he says, okay, estoy trabajando. Estoy trabajando. That's why Alberto in class and Rosalie in class, whenever I say, I'm running, they'll say, estoy corriendo. They'll say estoy because that's what they're used to hearing. Because they use that in the vernacular, okay, in the conversation all the time. All the time. We started with the present tense, okay? And I just explained that the present tense gives us what's happening now. But this is an emphasis on what's happening now. Okay? So, are you running? I'll make a question out of it. Okay? Are you running today? ¿Estás what? What? Corriendo. Corriendo. Because corriendo, the I-E-N-D-O, is the I-N-G because it happens to be correr, an ER verb. We add I-E-N-D-O, yes? Just as the text tells us. So, it's just a simple matter of, again, taking off the AR, adding A-N-D-O, but don't forget the verb estar, because that tells us who the subject is. Right. That tells us who the subject is. Okay? You can say, running is fun. Okay? Corriendo es divertido. Running is fun. That is a standalone, all by itself, present participle, but we call it a gerund. Okay, in English. We put labels on all of these words, just so we know what we're talking about, yes? Okay, so anyway, don't forget, that's the subject. That's the subject. Without the subject, we have nothing going on. You with me on that? Nobody's doing anything. All right, so let's see. What could he be doing? What could he be doing? He's reading. Okay, good. He's reading. Está what?
Leyendo.
Okay. Well, the text tells us there's a little issue here with a few of these verbs. There's a little issue here with a few of these verbs. Leer being one of them. Yes, leer being one of those verbs. Okay? So, you can learn this any way you want to. Memorize the verb. Okay? Traer. Traer. Okay? Creer. All right? You can memorize the verbs. And know that this leer becomes leyendo. Okay? When you remove the ER, okay, you're left with a vowel. You're left with a vowel, okay? That vowel changes to a Y, E-N-D-O. Or remember, you can't have three vowels in a row. Because if you had L-E-I-E-N-D-O, yes? You see that? L-E-I-E-N-D-O, no. Change that I to a Y. Traer, T-R-A, okay? Traiendo, traiendo, no. Can't have three vowels in a row. Change that I to a Y. Trayendo. You with me on this? Any way you want to learn this, just memorize the verbs. Remember, you can't have three vowels in a row. Okay? Something like that. Yes? So those are irregular spellings in here. Irregular spellings. Luke.
So anytime that we come across a Spanish word where we would change the end and there would be three vowels in a row, that's an automatic clue to us, like, hey, there's something funny here and there's a different
Well,
way to change it.
it's going to be an ER or an IR verb, okay? It's going to be an ER or an IR verb. And the text tells you, the rule tells you in the text, okay, if it ends in a vowel, change it to a Y-E-N-D-O instead of an I-E-N-D-O. For example, trabajar, okay? T-R-A-B-A-J, okay? AR. Well, that ends in a consonant, so it's okay. ANDO. All right. Correr. Okay. CORRER. Take off the ER. You're left with a consonant. Oh, IENDO. But okay, leer. LEER. Okay. Well, take off the ER. IENDO doesn't work. Got to change that I to a Y. Okay. Any way you want to remember this. Okay. The text uses the rule. Okay. If it ends in a vowel, change the I to a Y. Change the I to a Y. Okay. If it ends in a consonant, IENDO, which most of your verbs are going to end in a consonant. Think about them. Okay. What are the verbs? Bailar. Okay. What are some more? Go through all those AR verbs. Enseñar. En. Okay.
Poder.
Estudiar. What?
Poder. Oh, no.
Okay, well now, poder, a different one.
ER.
Poder is a different one, okay? That's very odd, okay? That's what? Pudiendo. Pudiendo. We're going to come to those in a minute. I just want to get the concept across, okay? I want to get the concept across, all right? So, estoy identifies the subject. Estás, está. Estamos, están. That identifies the subject. This tells you what the verb is going on here. So it's yendo. See, leyendo, just like he said. Okay, she's reading. Okay, ella está leyendo. All right. Estamos. What are we doing? We are. We're what? Okay. Estudiando. Estudiando. Yes. Estamos estudiando. We're also doing what? Escuchando, sí, escuchando, okay? We're also doing what? Estamos what?
Escribiendo.
Sí, escribiendo. Can you read my writing up here? Yes? Estamos escribiendo, sí, okay? All of these goodies. What? Okay, you got it, yes? Okay. Let's take a quick break. Yes? 10 minutes? Okay, come back. I didn't realize it was 10 after 12. Okay? Bien, bien. Come back at 20 after 12. Yes. Gracias, gracias.